Well, hello everyone. Welcome into what is this, day 8? Well, this is day 8. Should be day 8. Maybe day 7 actually. Nope, it's day 8. Okay, sweet. Hope everyone's having a great day. Today we're gonna be, turning our dribbling skills. Today is gonna be turns. We're gonna kind of be working on turning the ball to the left and the right. But first we are gonna get a little warmed up. I didn't get to play too much yesterday, so I'm feeling a little rusty. But yeah, you guys feel free to skip ahead if you want. I'm gonna probably be cutting out most of this. I don't know how much I should be keeping in. If anyone has any ideas, let me know. But yeah, we're just gonna get warmed up for a sec. It's also really cold today. It's actually snowing right now. Quite nice. I love the snow. Very quiet. It kind of dampens the sound of everything. It's really nice. With this, I'm just gonna kind of warm up for a sec because this is gonna be like the start of my Rocket League day. So this and then doing more dribbling's kind of gonna be like a warm up in itself, if that makes sense. I do appreciate all the feedback I've gotten on the series so far, by the way. Glad everyone's liking it. It's kind of weird. Everyone has watched episode 3. A lot of people have watched day 3 or whatever, but not that many people have watched like 4 and 5. It's really confusing. It's really confusing how like analytics work and everything. I don't get it. It's weird. It is very, very strange. Yeah, well, I hope everyone's having a great 2024. I'm having a pretty good one. I have a lot of goals for what I kind of want to hit as far as Rocket League goes and games go. I'm trying to hit like 1,000 games in the season. We are a little bit behind. I'm going to have to get some longer streams in or something. Which reminds me, check out my stream. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And yeah, just have a good time training. That's what this is all about. I'm feeling moderately warm, I suppose. So we may as well get into it, right? I kind of like to reset the screen. I don't know why I do that when I'm done with my warming up or whatever. Anyway, free play today because you guys know how it works. A lot of this is going to be turning and working on your turns. So you should already pretty much be comfortable with controlling your car, getting little power slides in to kind of, control your car how you want. I like to just weave through these. It's important to keep an eye on like really small movements of your left stick here. If you see, like, sometimes I just barely touch it to like get the turn that I need. And that's kind of what you'll slowly get more and more into as you get like more efficient and better at the game. You'll notice that you don't have to sweep your left stick a ton or sweep it to the right. You'll be making a lot more of these micro adjustments, I like to call them. There's little touches to the left and the right. It's good to do like these big turns, getting used to just controlling the ball like so. You don't really have to control this like on top of your car like I am here. If you want, you can totally leave it on the ground. It's totally fine to do that too. I think it's just good to be able to like work on getting these like weird little tight turns. Sometimes you're gonna have the power slide at the same time. Make sure you have the ability to do that. Some people don't have their power slide bound to the proper keys sometimes. I like mine here. Some people don't. As long as you can power slide, boost, brake, and everything at the same time, you should be good. Yeah, so today's pretty simple. Again, we're not really into those really advanced dribbling mechanics just yet. We're still just kind of making sure that we're able to control the ball, move it to the left, move it to the right. Another good way to kind of work on this is working on dribbling the ball around like the outside perimeter here. And you can kind of see how I have to turn a bunch to recorrect. You don't have to boost a ton if you don't want to. I'm kind of trying to challenge myself and make it a little bit awkward while I'm dribbling, but you don't have to. Try and make sure you do from both directions. So obviously clockwise and counterclockwise driving around the field. You'll kind of get to this point, you'll have to do a turn and take it around the right side. I like to try and get a power slide in to like get that kind of sharp turn. We'll get more into power slide later for sure. And if you can't do this fast, don't worry. You can totally slow it down. Just working on getting the little left turn, little right turn. If you want, turn it back this other way. Bring it back around. As long as you kind of are getting used to this, like, see how the ball falls off to the right side? Turning into that, and then getting that turn. That's kind of what we're looking for, is just being able to get these little turns like this. And the more and more you do it, the quicker you're going to get. So just start off really slow for now. It really doesn't matter. It's going to be good if you can, you know, dribble the ball in one direction, but if you need to turn to the other side and you want to keep control of it, it's really going to matter that you have these turns down. So just keep that in mind. Kind of comes into like almost like power slide cuts in a way too, because when you're like going for out plays on dribble plays, you don't want to normally be just like dribbling the ball straight at the net like this, you know. That's going to be relatively easy for someone to save. Ideally, you'll be controlling the ball this way, and then what you'll want to do is like take the ball across the field and get back here, and then you'll want to be able to turn this infield and try and get a nice angle on net. So learning these little turns like this can be good. Not only for that, but you can just get like little tiny out plays. If someone thinks you're going to the wall, you stop the ball, then you can shoot it at the net. You can fake going this way, and then control the ball back around. Yep, you have a bunch of little options once you start really learning about these turns. Just getting better at them. You'll kind of surprise people too if you can get like a nice turnaround like this. It's just like a nice little direction change. And the better you get at these, the more drastic you can get. Okay, we're just kind of working on going left and right. By now you should be pretty comfortable with some of the basic dribblings. If you need to take a break for a day or two and like work on one of the other ones, make sure to do so. Because some of these things you might have to stop and kind of grind out for a day, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, or maybe just add it to your overall training regimen. Sometimes I like to kind of pretend that I'm weaving the ball around these little dots. Little boost pads, you know, and control the ball just however you want, really. Sometimes people will dodge in between these on the left and right side of the field here. Obviously, it's pretty hard. I struggle with it too, but like, you kind of get the idea of just being able to control this to the left, to the right, and still being able to like maintain your control. Turning is pretty important with dribbling, and it's not super intuitive, I feel like, because when the ball's on top of your car like this, and let's say you want to go to the left, it's a lot harder than it looks. That's just my personal feeling anyway. You're gonna have to use a decent amount of boost sometimes, but if you can get these little turns, like these 180 turns here, these can be really good, especially like on offense. Like, let's say you saved the ball, or the opponent saved the ball this way, right? And you're like coming around this way, and you want to feign like you're taking it back this way, but you actually turn it in, and you can get your dribble up. You can get a flick, you can get a lot of different stuff. There's lots of different ways you can incorporate like these tight little turns. Especially if you're like, let's say, you know, you shot at the opponent's net, you're feigning controlling the ball back, and then you want to take it infield really quick. There's a bunch of little things. I'd say the biggest thing is getting comfortable to like having the ball kind of like way on the left side of your car here. You see how I'm just kind of keeping it like on the corner of my car by turning? It's really weird. It looks really weird, but you kind of want to be able to do this from the left and the right. And then you can get really crazy turns in once you get a little bit better. And you can just turn the ball around so quick, and it's honestly great. But just some good drills is just doing these little turns to the left here. Eventually, the ball will roll up onto your car. Just doing these little turns around the pitch are good. You can switch around, go left or right. Today we're just turning. That's all we're doing. We're just turning around. If you want to challenge yourself, obviously, throw in more power slides than me, more jumps than me. Make it as hard as you can for yourself. That way you're learning all the time. I haven't really decided how long I want all these videos to be. So if you guys like have any ideas of how long you want the videos to be, I think I'm going to keep them around like the 13 to like 23-minute range, somewhere in there. Sometimes we might have to spend longer, especially if there's like a training pack that I want to make sure that you guys get to. Hope everyone's been enjoying the Dribble series so far, though. I do appreciate, again, all you guys, all the feedback. If you haven't played around with your power slide and like knowing how it makes the car feel and how it can affect your turns and everything, I'd really say start working on it, because power slide is just, it's great, honestly. It allows you to get these crazy little turns. You can get some really solid outplays. So just kind of keep that in mind. It never hurts to like play around with just different things in the game, kind of getting an understanding for the car, the ball, how turning feels, different types of turning. This is probably slightly more advanced than really in the true beginner category, but you guys should be at least able to kind of turn it here and then turn it left, you know, kind of bring it around here. Take it to the left side of the field, turn it around, take it back to the other side of the field. Kind of just really big zigzags, I guess. These kind of will just help you learn the basics of turning around and turns, and they're hard, but they're really important, and they can be really basic too, like just taking this and trying to control this to the left. And they're really tiny turns. You see, like, I'm just moving just a little bit to get that going. So don't worry too much if you can't get it right away. Just work on little ones. Like, maybe try and get it to the net here, and then take it to the left a little bit. If you drop it, that's totally fine. Don't panic. If it's on the ground like this, you can still get it up onto your car by gingerly coaxing it up onto your roof by just, like, going more and more left. If you want to look at the controller, I'll do it again here. But you see how you just kind of keep going, and I let the ball carry itself, like, onto my car. Obviously can be done without boost too. If it's starting to fall off like this, you're gonna have to like really like lean to the left, if you will. So like move your left stick a ton. The more it's falling, the more you're gonna have to move to the left there. Like there, I lost it because I did too late, but just a little examples. I know it's kind of repetitive, but if you want to get better and you want to keep on working on your mastery, your control, you know, stuff like that, you're going to have to put in a little bit of time, a little bit of effort. And like 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day of this kind of training really does pay off in the long run. I've been on the side working on like backboard double touches, specifically ones that I don't set up myself, and I have been slacking, I'll admit it, but even just like working on it 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes not even that a day, I've been seeing progress slowly. And it's really hard. It's like probably one of the things that I struggle most with is backward double touches, but just kind of getting in this daily practice. And even if it's not one thing like this, like just working on the turns, but just working on dribbling, playing around with dribbling, you're just going to get better. I used to practice my flicks like every day for like hours and hours, and now I have decent flicks, and it's just like something that slowly builds up. Don't rush it. Don't force yourself, and don't get down on yourself when you can't hit a mechanic right away. A lot of people have like training tilt, where they'll tilt because they're training and they can't get what they're trying to do. And don't focus on not being able to do the thing. Focus on like the little things that you are doing better. It can be really hard to notice those. But like maybe set a timer. How long can you dribble for? And then a week from now, maybe 2 weeks, just kind of see how long you can dribble for then. I used to measure my times with the Dribble challenge. That was a really fun map. It's only available on like computer, so RIP to, you know, anyone else, but it's just that's how it is. But that's what I used to do all the time. That was like what I did from Diamond till I was into like Champ 2, I'd say. Yeah. If anyone has any questions or anything isn't making sense in these videos, please do let me know down in the comments, because I will explain what I can. My DMs are always open on Discord too. My Discord description and link is going to be down in probably the description of the video somewhere, so feel free to check that out if you want. Also hope everyone's like vibing and staying warm this season. It's a little chilly over here. Holiday season's always really crazy with family and just like chores and, you know, things like that. So hope everyone's staying well. You don't have to go as fast as me with these either, guys. You can take it as slow as you need. Yeah, this is a pretty self-explanatory thing. Feel free to do this just once, or just kind of keep it into your routines. Know that you can do this. Like, work on your turns, getting better turns. There's gonna be lots of times that you're like, let's say, you know, you're shooting, the opponent gets, you know, they get their save. They're recovering, and you're over here and you're getting their boost, and you want to turn this ball around. You're going to want to be able to turn it really quick, and getting these dribbles down where you can kind of turn this ball around, you can really like throw some people off, because if they're overextending or they don't think you're going to be able to get some sort of a turn, they might go for boost, they might overextend. But if you can turn it around and control it when they don't think you can, it might just be an open net. And obviously, like, if you're controlling the ball back to your side, you're going to want to be able to control it, turn it when you need to, things like that. So, just little things to keep in mind, guys. Went a little bit longer. I was kind of ranting. I was ranting a ton. If this didn't make any sense at all, let me know down in the comments. But we're just working on our dribbles, working on turning, working on keeping control. If you're not advanced enough yet, just try and do it on the ground like this. Like, really, there's no shame in being at this level. It takes a little bit more time to kind of turn around the ball. Just remember not to move your left stick around too much. The more you move this, the more you're gonna miss the ball, basically. You'll get a feel for it. I believe in all of you. Anyway, happy training all. I really appreciate all of you. I hope you all have been really enjoying the series. I've been having such a blast doing it. It seems like a lot of people have been enjoying it. I'm probably gonna keep doing this. I don't know if we'll do one next month. It kind of depends on, it just depends on how I'm feeling. I want to get more 1v1 training in, but you know, it's hard. life gets really crazy sometimes. So, well, we'll see. We'll see what we do next. I would like to do flicks, but I don't know if we can do that in a whole month or not, because there's so many flicks. I feel like there's more than 30 flicks at this point, so yeah. As you see here, I'm just kind of working on I guess they're called turtle flicks, right? They're really weird. I haven't gotten them down yet. I think they look kind of fun. It's really weird. It's very weird. Anyway, everyone, really do appreciate you all. You all have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.